Hey, if you've ever struggled with perfectionism, you're in the right place because today we're talking all about embracing imperfection. And I want to make sure you stay tuned until the very end because you're going to learn how to get your hands on a free resource, how to quiet your inner critic.
I am Marisabel Gonzalez. I am originally from Venezuela, but I have been living in Australia for 15 years. I have been working with abstract art for the last maybe 25 years or so. Before I joined the program, I had a few gaps. Growing into the program, I realized that the gaps were bigger than I thought they were. The program actually had helped me to make the gaps little. I actually had a big confidence problem before. I felt like emailing people was going to be a bother for them, or asking them to join a mailing list or subscribe to my website was going to be, was embarrassed to do so. My email list has doubled. My sales have doubled, and I still have half the year to go. So that's pretty impressive. I have actually started working with a couple of galleries.
Hey there, I'm Miriam Schulman. I'm the author of the book Artpreneur and founder of the Inspiration Place podcast. I've taught literally thousands of artists how to create an abundant mindset and overcome starving artist mindset, and I can help you do the same. Today, I'm sharing all about embracing imperfection in your art. So right near where I live in New York City, there's this wonderful place called the Grand Bazaar. It's sort of like a flea market, but it's definitely more elevated than that. There are artisans who come and they sell their art, and I'm a frequent customer there. One of the places I really like going to is, I believe his name is Kusan Pottery. So I will make sure to show you his pottery. And I have a lot more, actually. This is just a few of the things that I've collected from him. But one of the times I was there, he actually gifted me with this small cup. And the reason he gave me this cup is there's this little tiny imperfection right there. You see that? And by the way, ninja tip, what I actually use this for is not drinking. I keep it in my medicine cabinet, and it's really beautiful way of holding Q-tips. When you open up my medicine cabinet, there's all these little beautiful bowls and cups that I have bought from places like this, from flea markets or from artisans. And when you open it, it's such a beautiful experience to see my medicine cabinet. And my husband liked this so much, he actually took it from where I keep my stuff, my side of the medicine cabinet, and he stole it. Anyway. So when he gave me this cup, he gave it to me, first of all, because I had bought so many other things, but he gave it to me for free because of this flaw. And so that is when I shared a story about Tibetan rug makers. Now, Tibetan rug makers actually will deliberately put a mistake into their rug designs. He loved this idea because he actually happened to be Tibetan. And in Tibetan rug makers, it's not that they call it the deliberate mistake, and you will notice it. So the way it shows up is there may be a flower where one of the petals is the wrong color. Now, of course, mistakes do happen and they enter into the weaving process or the dyeing process. So all those mistakes do happen, but they put in what's called the deliberate mistake. And the reason they do this is to honor the divine, because in the Islamic tradition, they believe only their God Allah is perfect. And I just have always loved the story of the deliberate mistake. So like I said, the deliberate mistake is usually in the execution of the pattern. So for example, they'll purposely make a leaf the wrong color or put an extra leaf or something like that. These are not the accidental mistakes that always enter into the weaving process, but of course, those are there too. So when you are evaluating the authenticity and the value of a Tibetan rug, you need to look for these genuine, deliberate mistakes, because that's how you know that it was an actual genuine product, an authentic product. So they're very subtle. They could be hard to spot. Now, if you're plagued with perfectionism and that keeps you stuck, I want you to keep that idea in mind that only the divine is perfect. Whatever you assume the divine to be, whether for you that is God, Allah, Jesus, source, the force, whatever it is, that only the divine is perfect. And that should help you let go of your own perfectionism and actually embrace the imperfection in your own artwork. Now, if you are bogged down by perfectionism, you're going to love my 9 affirmations for quieting your inner critic. To get your hands on it, head on over to schulmanart.com/critic. Just enter your name and email, and you'll get it absolutely free. Okay, thank you so much for watching today's training on embracing imperfection. If you like today's video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe. Oh, and don't forget to hit the bell so that you don't miss out on any future training like this one. And if you liked what you heard here, you can come listen to me at the Inspiration Place podcast or pick up my book, Artpreneur. This is Miriam Schulman signing off for now. And until next time, stay inspired.